Samson versus Dagon, the final destruction of a pagan empire. In the shadowed corners of history and myth, there are names that echo with a power that time cannot fully erase. Dagon is the fish god of the Philistines, a merman deity who rules from his throne in the water. But is that the whole story? Was he a fallen angel, a rival to fantasy gods like Triton, or something else entirely? Today, we journey into the past to uncover the truth about Dagon. The story of Dagon begins long before the Philistines. Archaeological evidence from ancient Syria and Mesopotamia reveals that Dagon was originally a god of grain and agriculture. His name is derived from the word Dagon, meaning grain. He was a god of fertility and sustenance, worshipped for thousands of years by cultures like the Amorites. So, how did this god of the earth become a god of the sea? When the Philistines, one of the sea peoples, settled on the coast of Canaan, they adopted Dagon into their pantheon. Because of their maritime culture and the similarity of his name to the Hebrew word dag, meaning fish, Dagon's identity began to transform. He became popularly known as a fish god, a merman. This brings up comparisons to other sea gods, like the Greek merman Triton. While Triton was always a deity of the sea, a son of Poseidon from Greek mythology, Dagon's journey to the ocean was a cultural evolution, a blending of his agricultural roots with the maritime life of his new followers. In other words, an idol god, placed and created by man. As for the question of him being a fallen angel, there is no biblical or historical text that supports this. Dagon's most famous appearance is in the Bible, where he comes face to face with the God of Israel. 1 Samuel 5 reads, "Then the Philistines took the ark of God, and brought it into the house of Dagon, and set it by Dagon's statue. And when they of Ashdod arose early on the morrow, behold, Dagon was fallen upon his face to the earth before the ark of the Lord. And they took Dagon and set him in his place again. And when they arose early on the morrow morning, behold, Dagon was fallen upon his face to the ground before the ark of the Lord. And the head of Dagon and both the palms of his hands were cut off upon the threshold. Only the stump of Dagon was left to him." This narrative is a powerful statement. In the presence of the God of Israel, no other idol can stand. Later, in 1 Chronicles 10:10, after King Saul is killed, "And they put his armor in the house of their gods, and fastened his head in the temple of Dagon." This was a final act of victory, credited to their deity. Dagon's story continues. Judges 16:23 says, "Then the lords of the Philistines gathered them together, for to offer a great sacrifice unto Dagon their god, and to rejoice. For they said, Our God hath delivered Samson, our enemy, into our hand." It is in this very temple that Samson, in his final act, pulls down the pillars, bringing the temple crashing down. This idea of Dagon being a fallen angel is a later interpretation, likely from attempts to fit ancient pagan gods into a demonic hierarchy. But as we've learned, there is nothing spiritual about him. The story of Dagon is a journey through the shifting sands of culture, faith, and interpretation. From a god of the harvest to a king of the sea, from a mighty deity to a broken statue, his story is a powerful lesson on the nature of worship and the clash of civilizations, reminding us that the stories of false gods often tell us more about the people who tell them. What are your thoughts on the story of Dagon? Did you know about his origins as a grain god? Do you think this might be where the idea of mermaids come from? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this journey into the past engaging, please give this video a big thumbs up and suggest other stories you'd like us to explore. Thank you for watching. God bless you.